Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What up? We are back with Space Quest 6. Let's keep the good times rolling. If I remember correctly, we are getting
nothing like the feel of...
We took a look around our room here, and now we gotta get
You
our
never
orders.
learned how to work these controls. That's why you keep everything that should be in the closet scattered around the room.
Okay, nice.
Wow, a message for me. I must be getting popular.
No,
I wonder what it is.
it's your orders, dumbass.
Wilco, Commander Kilbasa here. I have a special assignment for you. A crew person of special skills is required on Delta Berxalon 5. In the spirit of StarCon cooperation, we have decided to offer them your assistance. Transport there immediately. Kilbasa out.
All right.
You
All
get
right.
fingerprints. You get
Transporter bay. All right, let's beam on down. Here we go.
Okay, I'm ready. Energize.
Yeah, I think the robot's just fucking with me now.
Commander Kilbasa and that other guy look like they're just finishing up a conversation.
Janitor Wilco, Dr. Bellows and I were just talking about you.
Bellows.
Please report to Sharpay's quarters, Janitor Wilco. She is in need of someone with your special skill set. Be quick about it.
Look at him wagging his tail.
Yes, sir.
Piece of shit.
The ascendo pad slides smoothly along these 4 rails, usually. Beneath the ascendo pad, the lift bay relay outlay array quietly does its thing.
The lift bay relay outlay array.
The lift bay relay outlay array is permanently lubricated. Licking it will...
Licking it will not help. I guess quarters. That'd be a good place to live. Oh, look at this crazy lady.
Janitor second class, Roger Wilco, reporting as ordered, ma'am.
Wilco, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Mr. Wilco, I expected you here some time ago. I've been kept waiting for minutes now.
Oh, for minutes. The
I'm
shame.
very sorry, Matt.
Save the pathetic whimperings for your StarCon superiors, which I would expect includes everyone and everything on the food chain over there.
Hey, we've saved the world 5 times.
Ma'am, I came as...
Well, 4 times.
Young man, I lack the time, and most importantly,
didn't save the world in part 3. We
patience
just
to
saved the 2 guys
indulge
from the
you as
drama.
you wind your way from one excuse to the next. May we please just begin?
Sorry, but I wasn't briefed on what tasks would be required of me.
You are a janitor, Mr. Wilco. What do you think I want from you, a heart transplant? What has become of StarCon? When my 5th husband, Admiral Bluntthang, served, the crop of
Bluntthang?
up-and-coming cadets seemed to have such promise. I recall this one rather striking cadet who... Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's gross.
never mind that. But you, I pray you do not typify what might be slithering down the halls of our formerly prestigious academy. That is one thing I do not look forward to witnessing. Get to work, Mr. Wilco. You'll find a mop and a bucket right over there. I have no time to devote to your education.
Hey, I'm good.
That would take a lifetime, and the most copious amount of patience a universe could muster. My life is soon to expire. Please, just clean. I must rest now.
Yeah, go to sleep, lady.
Like you need a...
I'm pretty good at that.
Mr. Wilco, please rattle the handle on that commode.
The shitter's
It is
running.
positively maddening.
You got it, Toot.
You
I
got
mean,
it, Toots.
right away, ma'am. Whatever I can do.
Please do it, and quietly. I must have my rest. Mr.
just do?
Wilco,
What did she just
it
do?
is time for me to take my meds. Please fetch my trisonic sortium from the medicine cabinet.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's the medicine
Maybe I can
cabinet?
get this old hag to overdose.
What was that, janitor?
Hey, look at that long ass finger.
Nothing, ma'am. I'll get those for you right away. I can't find her medicine. I don't think she knows what she's talking about.
She's doing something.
Hey, what the?
While we await a fully formed thought from Roger, it should be mentioned that there seems to be some sort of gas entering the room through the left vent.
Hey, there seems to be some sort of gas entering the room through the left vent. I seem to be in a world of deep...
Deep shit.
Jeez, the door!
You realize your strength alone will be no match for the mechanized door.
Alright, well. Luckily I know what we're doing here.
You give the piston a yank, and sure enough, it comes loose in your hands. Perhaps it was your raw strength. More than likely, it was defective.
Oh, Roger. Come on, get the piston in there.
Good thinking! Wedged in the door, the manual override control causes the piston to strain against the door. It pushes a few inches and seems to strain at that point.
Come on, get in there. Oh, Stella!
Wilco!
Oh, hi, Stellar. What are you doing here?
There's no time to talk, Roger. We've got to get out of here now. 1, 2, 3.
Just as you crash to the floor of the turbo shaft, the hydro riser piston gives way, and the door slams shut, with Stellar still trapped inside.
That shit ain't good.
You claw and pull at the seams of the bulkhead door, but to no avail. Just then, you hear and feel an explosion, which seems to have come from behind the door. The door is sealed tight. You can hear no other noise after the ear ringing from the blast subsides.
My God, I can't believe this. It can't be happening. She was... I was... Stellar!
Our girlfriend that we met for 5 minutes, she's apparently in love with us.
It's hard to believe that this is the Hollow Suite. The setting is much like the graphics you've scanned in the library from those planets more interesting in their climatic diversity. From the scenic jutting peaks, soft hills, and lake in the conjured distance to the lush pixelized growth of trees, flowers, and grass in the foreground, the holodeck has that sublime park-like perfection. Unfortunately, its serene beauty is sadly negated by the headstones and the solemn event about to occur, the laying to rest of your rescuer and true friend, Stellar Santiago. You are feeling as you have never felt before.
Poor Stellar.
Perhaps helped along by the relatively short stints aboard the various ships, as well as all too brief friendships, you've been spared the emotional devastation of true loss by lack of attachment. This, however, is a different feeling. Far different from anything you've ever experienced. You can't help but wonder how you'd act towards Stellar given a second chance. But you know that can never happen. She gave her life for you, and you will never be able to thank her.
Poor
Enough
Stellar.
smarm already. Let's funeral!
Ladies and/or gentlemen, we assemble here today to honor the memory of a former crewmate, Lieutenant First Class Stella Santiago. Her unfortunate death takes place in the shadow of a new community. the
She wasn't even
dawning
on
of
board
a
this
new
ship.
life for
She
the
was visiting
aged
us.
of our galaxy. Although death is never easy to accept, we must remember that the tragic accident which took her from our midst occurred while she was on duty. If a member of StarCon must perish for some reason, there is no more honorable way. It is part of the oath we recite and take to heart when we pledge our allegiance. I believe her friend, Janitor Second Class Roger Wilco, has a few words he'd
Second
like
class.
to say. Mr. Wilco?
It's gross.
I only knew Stellar for a short time. I wish I, could have gotten to know her much better. To have had a deeper understanding of this, person. I was proud to have called friend. Of my friend, I can only say this. Of all the souls I have encountered in my cleaning, hers were the most scuff-resistant.
It's cut a hole in the holodeck and she's gone. Look at the captain. Look at that smug look on his face. One by one. Alright, well, let's go rub one out in our quarters.
You get fingerprint.
Roger's quarters. Let go. We got any messages or anything? Hey, we do.
Wow, a message for me. I must be getting popular.
I guess that's the same only line that I have
I
for it.
wonder what it is.
Roger, help me. I only have a moment. They faked.
Stellar, what happened? The picture's gone. You're alive?
Yes, she's alive. Now it's our turn to save her. Let's go tell the captain. That cracks me up. It's the big scratching or big cat bed.
Commander Kilbasa, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I've just received a distress message on my compost. And it was from Stellar.
These guys are just jamming out on these keyboards.
Wilco, have you been whiffing cleaning fluid again?
Well, yes, I have, but that's got nothing to do
I'm
with this.
absolutely as sane as I've ever been. She's being held on Delta Berxilon by Sharpay.
Wilco, do you realize how irrational that sounds? We buried Stellar. You were there. Maybe you need a rest. Take a couple of hours off.
Sir,
Wilco,
Take a
we
couple
have our
hours off,
orders
that's
from
it?
Starcon, and we'll be carrying them out. Drop it, janitor. Leave the bridge now, Wilco. I've made my decision.
You piece of shit. Alright, so we gotta go do this by ourselves.
Nothing.
Vulgars are a peaceful race of brilliant, logical thinkers whose only real joy in life is to stride around the galaxy with superior attitudes and correct other people's grammar and spelling. They also enjoy designing other space strategy simulation games that makes them nearly insufferable as university academics, but not as well paid. Considering their placid and studious lifestyles, it's interesting to note that the Vulgars have developed an extremely practical martial arts technique called the Vulgar Neck Pinch. This is a tactical rule maneuver in which to pinch your nerve, bundle and nerve fibers to the base of the neck while whispering dialogue from either Tango and Cash or Hudson Hawk. A particular combination of stimuli results in a searing flash of pain and unconsciousness, which can last for several hours. The technique is demonstrated in Hollow Joint Program 555-1212. Sarians. Sarians are a humanoid race, treacherous, evil, but always eager to please. Their Sarians make a wonderful host, especially if you're their enemy. Alright. Well, let's go to the Hala. Let's go learn that. Let's go learn that. Confirm. Alright. Alright, son.
Welcome to Hollow Suite Program
Look at this guy.
555-1212, the Vulgar Nerve Pinch. Despite our reputation for being pacifist, we Vulgars have developed an extremely practical martial arts technique used mainly for defensive purposes. It is called the Vulgar Nerve Pinch. This is a tactile oral maneuver in which the applier pinches the bundle of nerve fibers at the base of the neck
So it's
while
like totally the
whispering
Vulcan
into the
neck pinch
victim's
from Star
ear
Trek.
dialogue from either Tango and Cash or Hudson Hawk. This particular
Both those movies were
combination
terrible.
of nerve stimuli and loss of cerebral control due to the torturous mantra of
stay
movie
hydrated.
dialogue results in a searing flash of pain and then unconsciousness. In effect, it is similar to a temporary orally induced robotomy. Victims are
Damn.
soon rendered unconscious for several hours. When they awaken, they will remember nothing of how they came to be unconscious, if they are extremely lucky. I shall demonstrate on my most eager volunteer. You will please to pay attention.
Okay, Patooey. I got this. Look at that dumb motherfucker.
Address the subject in this manner. Please to notice the location of my hand as I begin the narcotic chant of cinematic morphine.
Cinematic.
He mutters something thankfully unintelligible into the ear of the volunteer.
Oh, Tango-san, maybe you can fetch me up with your sister. I have told you after her, no, we're gonna have margaritas together. Oh, the two of us get we have fun. Oh, get a hubba hubba going in the wee. And I just like that. We
So, as you can see, it is very effective. If you can apply a proper grip to the neck, it will disable 9 out of 10 neck-bearing species. This completes our program. Thank you very much.
so now we know how to do the vulgar neck pinch. Communications are offline. Okay, so where should we go now? Let's go to the bar. Everything's better at the bar. Who's this guy?
It's your old non-organic friend, Circuit Sydney.
Circuit Sydney.
Sure, it's hard not to want to stroke Sydney's buffed exterior, but that would be impolite.
That'd be kind of weird, too.
Hello, Roger. Please join me in consuming something.
Thanks, Sydney.
You seem uptight.
Well, I almost died.
Say what?
Twice.
Upright? What are you talking about, Sydney?
Uptight was the word. Perhaps that is too archaic a reference for you. It would have been more effective to say that you seem concerned.
Oh, yeah. I do have a thing or two, well, at least something on my mind.
I am sorry to hear this. I hope your concerns are soon alleviated.
Apparently he doesn't care to hear.
Thanks, Sid. I do have to come up with some solutions. Sydney, I have a favor I'd like to ask of you.
Flame away, Roger. You know I'd give you my right appendage if you needed it.
Well,
Funny you should say that, Sydney. I kind of have this situation where that very item could come in handy.
Really? Well, I was merely saying that metaphorically.
yeah, well, you said
really
it.
are a great friend, Sydney. That'll come in real handy.
You said it.
I can't thank you enough, Sydney.
Well, if you really are seriously in need of it, I suppose I could lend it to you. You will get it right back to me, won't you, Roger?
Oh, yeah. You bet your nut flanges, Sydney.
He just took his arm off. Seriously?
Sydney, I kind of need another favor. I need one of your eyes.
Pardon me, Roger. For a second, I thought you said you also wanted one of my eyes.
I did.
I must have
Come
my
on,
auditory
give it up,
circuits
Circuit
diagnosed.
Sydney. I
Well,
need it.
Actually, Sydney, I could use one of your eyes.
Are you certain, Roger?
Absolutely.
I guess if you really need it.
I really.
Oh, I do. I really do, Sydney. You're a mechanized lifesaver.
You will return them soon, right, Roger?
Oh, of course, Sydney. Real soon. Listen, I've got a couple of things I've got to attend to. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Sydney.
As long as you say it will be soon, Roger.
Oh, yeah.
As
see you
soon as
soon,
I get
Sydney.
back.
Roger,
anything else from him?
are you here?
Soon, Sydney.
Well, I do hope it's soon. People are starting to look at me in a strange manner.
Look at his eye.
You
Let's go.
got it, Sydney. I'll be back soon.
Did he just give us the eye? Yeah, okay. We have to pick up the other one. Can we do anything with Mr. Soylent?
It sure does. It sure.
I guess not.
You can't detach.
Alright, so we gotta get a shuttle. That's kind of what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get the hell out of this motherfucker. So we don't want to go to the bridge. None of those. So let's go to the shuttle bay entrance.
Magnum doesn't talk. He fancies himself to be like one of those Buckingham Palace types.
Magnum.
You consider saying hi until you remember how dedicated he is to his job, and you wouldn't want him to get in trouble for slacking off while on duty.
Well, let's see if we can get in there.
I wonder why you don't worry about that for yourself.
Show the vulgar neck pinch on him.
Ooh, boy, I got you with my fingers in your Kurt Russell. No, you can't get away. I got you now that you've got a hard to believe this is a real job. Oh, my God. So how come you're not going down? I got you with your mumble jumbo and your hubba chubba. Ooh, boy. If I only could, I would. Jeez, why don't you step outside, pal? I got you with this, and I think I broke a fingernail here.
You. And Hulk smash. And we're in jail. Alright. What the hell are we doing? Oh, what's in there? Gravity sucks. Kill Kabasa. Mayor Tom was here.
Mr. Wilco. Oh,
Dorf.
the cushy life will be a vague memory after you are sent to one of the labor camps on Daventry 8.
Let's take all this stuff. And we are going to call it a night right there. So thank you very much for stopping in. Drop a like if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit that sub if you're new. Keep on trekking, everybody. I'm out.